People are Sheeple, Episode 2. Today, Dark Angel. The darkest of all the angels. From the darkest corners of the dark continent of Thrashlandia. Celebrated cult thrash metal band. Speed Freaks, dubbed the LA Caffeine Machine. Formerly known as Shell Shock. Fortunately, they disbanded in 1992 after their time does not heal a fiasco. But unfortunately, they reformed in 2002. For some reason, I guess they were bored. But I digress. This band really pisses me off. They really suck. And I don't understand why so many people, give them props. Why? There's absolutely no reason to defend this shitty band. They can't compose a decent song. All they know is speed. Every single song sounds exactly the same. Their dynamics are shit. Like, they have zero creativity. On Google it says that they were very inspired by Slayer. Excuse me? These guys just have the muddiest guitar sound ever. It's like they're mumbling guitars, and their riffs are so basic, and they never evolved. Every single album, they remained in some sort of a stasis. They never developed any kind of musicianship. They just remained the same. There were so many great thrash metal bands out there. And these guys, all they had was the Gene Hoggy, the Hogman. He went on, of course, he was the only one with abilities. I'm not sure if he had any songwriting abilities, but in Dark Angel, you didn't hear any kind of songwriting gift from any of those guys. And it's just pathetic. And I'm sick of people praising them. All right, so I am not alone, despite the lack of support. People only really comment when they want to praise, which I find it really disturbing that nobody has a thought of their own. They don't dare say anything negative for some reason. I don't know if people are fearful or they just don't care, and a lot of people just follow that weird societal formula or credo that says if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything nice at all. I'm like, where's the fun in that? Everybody agreeing with each other? Ugh. We need discourse, people. We need debates, okay? Music is like politics, and it has to be discussed. It can't be ignored, and we can't just let people say insane things like Bring Me the Horizon is a good band. We can't let people get away with that shit. Come on. Get in the pit. Review by Mikeson, whatever that is. Mikeson is apparently a name. And he has a review, a very poor 1.5 rating for Darkness Descends, 1986. The review clearly states it there: boring, generic thrash metal at its worst. Now he goes on, he says, through their brief yet deceptively productive career, they've managed to combine all the cliches of thrash metal into a series of highly acclaimed but extremely overrated albums. Darkness Descends is considered their opus and a thrash classic. And he says this might be true. The record has massive holes, which just drag it down. Here you go. The album is virtually hookless and unmemorable. That's what I've been saying. It's so obvious. Every song is just speed. It boggles the mind. And then here from the Google search, they have received mixed reviews. Some praising the aggressive, intense style, and others, like me, criticize their lack of songwriting.
their production values, and their vocal performance. Gene Hoggy is praised, obviously, because he's a very tight drummer. And you don't just get to play with Testament and Death, Chuck Schuldiner, because you suck. You get to play with the big dogs when you are a tight atomic, clockwork? And the negative aspects. Some reviews criticize the songwriting and, underdeveloped and repetitive. That's what all their albums sound like. Underdeveloped, there's no hooks, and it's just repetitive. Give me a freaking break, people. Like, do better. This band, Dark Angel, is making all of us metalheads look bad with the notoriety that they have. So, I do not understand how things get this freaking insane. It says here, is quite often seen to be some kind of godly masterpiece. But I beg to differ, and I never really understood what's so special about it. It's extreme metal's biggest problem. Any band that's not a popular band develops a cult following full of extreme fanboyism. Darkness Descends is essentially Slayer's Rain and Blood, minus all the good songwriting, lyrics, themes, and vocals. Everything that made Slayer's groundbreaking album memorable is missing here. Random, high-pitched screams, they sound tame compared to Tom Araya's hellish, blood-curdling screams. Yeah, the vocals are weak by any standard and offer nothing in terms of memorability. The album's biggest flaw is actually its biggest strength. There's no lasting musical value. I give you that for sure. See, the sheer speed and brutality just does not make up for songwriting skills and talent. Okay, you can have skills, but you need the talent. Okay, you can show off your arpeggios and your speed, but if you can't write a song at the end of the day, you're just gonna end up just being a hired gun. And I don't understand what is wrong with people that praise Dark Angel. And it's like watching a politician say some dumb shit on TV and then you hear applause. I'm like, huh? What the fuck, man? Fuck Dark Angel, okay? Just fuck Dark Angel. I don't want to see anybody praising Dark Angel anymore. And there's a bunch of better bands that you can spend your time with, like Wearmatch. They're essentially kind of like the same style, but they're fun. And, they drink a lot of beer. And they don't take themselves seriously, like freaking Dark Angel does. You have Cryptic Slaughter. They're very speedy, but they're also a fun band. Especially Money Talks is a huge classic. These guys could write riffs, okay? These guys had talent, unlike your darkies. Sadis, sadly, is not that great in my book, but I'm pretty sure that I would listen to Sadis any day over Dark Angel, and they're not praised as much. But honestly, I don't really care for them. There's a ton of actual decent bands out there, and you need to stop wasting your mind on the bullshit, okay? Stop with the Dark Angel worshipping. Do better. Respect yourself and respect your fellow metalheads. Thank you for your attention on this matter. Good night and fuck off.